What's up all the people on the internet? My name's Milo and this is DailyPlus. Hello everyone once again and welcome back to DailyPlus, your favorite show about everything Eurovision. So today we have a little bit of Eurovision news, a little bit of Junior Eurovision news, and of course our country spotlight. So without further ado, let's get started. And we are starting in Finland because we now have a little bit more information about next year's UMK, the national selection used in Finland for the past couple years. Unlike the previous years where we've seen 2 semi-finals and 1 final, this year there will only be a final. The final of UMK will this year be held on the 28th of January, a bit earlier than in recent years. However, we are going to see a return in the contest in form of the host. Krista Sigfrids, who many will probably remember as singing for Finland in 2013 with the song Marry Me, was one of the co-hosts for last year's UMK. She is back now, but this year she will be hosting the show completely solo. 10 songs will be competing in this year's Finnish final, and the songs will all be revealed on November 23rd. This year Finland was represented by Sandra and her song Sing It Away, which unfortunately did not manage to reach the grand final of this year's Eurovision. Estonia is also getting ready for next year's esti-laul, and they have now revealed the acts competing in next year's show. You can of course find all the names of the participating songs and singers on our website esc-plus.com, but on there you can also get the chance to listen to 2 of the songs which have already been released. Out of the acts competing to represent Estonia in Eurovision in Ukraine. The 2 semi-finals will be taking place on the 11th and 18th of February, with the grand final being on March 4th. This year Estonia was represented by Yuri Putzman in his song Play, which unfortunately came last place in the semi-final and did not manage to reach the grand final. Exciting news coming this week from the EBU, as we now know a brand new segment for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. It has previously been announced that there will be no televoting this year. The votes will be a combination of a kids jury and an adult jury. However, there will be one more thing in place. 3 expert juries will be taking the stage, and these 3 expert juries will all be handing out their votes in a Eurovision style from 1 to 7 and then 8, 10 and 12 points. The 3 expert juries, well actually the 4 expert juries, are Krista Björkman, the former head of delegations for Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest, and he's also the producer behind the Melodifestival in the Swedish national final. Martin Grimsted from Universal Music, and the duo Jedward, who represented Ireland at the Eurovision Song Contest in 2011 and 2012. They also took part in the jury panel for this year's Junior Eurovision selection in Ireland. What do you think about the expert juries being in Junior Eurovision this year? Let us know down in the comments. We have a bunch of music out this week. First of all, we have the final song that will be competing in this year's Junior Eurovision, and that is of course from Israel. The music video for Follow My Heart, sung by She and Tim, was indeed released this week, meaning that we now have a complete lineup for this year's Junior Eurovision. Take a little look at the music video right here and let us know what you think down in the comments.
I know I've gotta follow my heart. I know the way it feels when it's right. I see the light, my dreams.
This is the first time that Israel has taken part since 2012. Back then they took part with the group Kids RL and the song Let the Music Win. We also now have the final version of Besoy, the song that Klesta from Albania will be singing at this year's Junior Eurovision. Take a little look at the music video right here and let us know what you think down in the comments.
Believe, some will rise up differently.
Last year, Albania was represented by Michela Repo and her song Dambaye, and that song managed to score 5th place at the grand final. It is rare that we see English versions of the Junior Eurovision entries, but it does happen from time to time. The Bulgarian broadcaster BNT has released an English version of the song Magical Day that Lydia Ganeva will be singing at this year's Junior Eurovision. The English version has a music video which is very similar to the music video of the Bulgarian entry, and you can listen to a bit of the English version right here. This year, Bulgaria is represented by Lydia Ganeva, who won the Bulgarian selection a couple months back. The album for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest have officially gone on sale. If you want to get your hands on all the 17 songs competing in this year's show, you can get the CD right now on places such as Amazon and iTunes, and you can also stream the album on Spotify. Not only does it feature the 17 sensational songs for this year's show, it also features 2 songs by Destiny, last year's winner of the Junior Eurovision. One of them is the theme song for this year called Embrace, and another one is a brand new song that we have yet to hear, called Fast Life. Are you going to get the Junior Eurovision album this year? Let us know down in the comments. And finally, great news for the people in Slovenia who love the Junior Eurovision. Despite not taking part this year, the Slovenian broadcaster have announced that they will indeed be broadcasting a show on RTV Slo 2. Slovenia have taken part in the Junior Eurovision in 2014 and 2015. However, they decided to withdraw this year as they do not feel it's fair that no televoting is in this year's show. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see Slovenia on the stage this year, but at least the fans will be able to watch the show. Slovenia actually received their best ever Eurovision result last year, when they managed to come third at the grand final of the Junior Eurovision. Before we get to today's country spotlight, I just want to remind you of the two polls we have going on over on esc+. First of all, we of course have our prediction poll. You can vote for your favorite for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest, and the winner will be announced this coming weekend. But also you can vote in our brand new contest, Junior Second Chance. Junior Second Chance is a contest celebrating the songs that almost made it to Valletta this year. The second and third places of the national finals all around Europe have been put into this one competition, and you can vote for your favorite now, and you can do that up until Friday. Alright, now let's get to today's country spotlight, and since this is indeed JESC week, why not talk about this year's host, Malta. Malta have taken part in almost every Junior Eurovision Song Contest. The only ones they haven't taken part in was in 2011 and 2012. The first couple years weren't exactly that good for Malta. From 2003 up until 2010, they only managed to come into top 5 once. That was in 2008 with Daniel Tesla and his song Junior Swing. Their worst result to date was in 2005 when they only managed to score 16th place with 18 points. However, ever since their return in 2013, the country have done much better. In 2013, they indeed won the contest and they managed to host the show the year after. They came 4th on home soil, and as we all know, last year they won once more with Destiny and her song Not My Soul. Which means that Malta is one of the few countries who have won the contest twice, but they are also one of the few countries who have hosted twice. At least they will be after this week. Despite the fact that the main language spoken in Malta is Maltese, they also have English as an official language. To appeal to a broader audience, they have decided to every year sing in English. The only exception was in 2009 when part of the song was in Maltese. But unfortunately, we haven't heard much Maltese in the Junior Eurovision. Who knows, maybe we will someday. But for now, let's listen to one of the songs that have previously taken part in a national final in Malta. Today we are going back to 2008. The singer is called Francesca Saab, and the song is called I Dream Awake. Listen to the song right here.
Everywhere that I look around, I see the wonders love can do. Like the fairy tale I'm letting go, it's like a dream come true. I dream awake of all the love around me, not a fairy tale anymore, it's my reality. I dream awake, it's really happening to me.
Well, there you go. That is all I have for you guys today. Remember, like I said, this is JESC week, meaning that you can very soon watch the grand show live from Malta. That is this Sunday. It is at 4 p.m. CET, and you can watch the show on juniorvision.tv. But of course, all the information on that is on our website. And hey, if you want all the latest Eurovision and Junior Eurovision news as soon as it comes out, plus all the things that I didn't get to mention today, then remember, of course, to check our website, esc-plus.com. It's full of news, polls, and exclusive interviews. Lots of exclusive interviews coming this week, so check that out for your Eurovision fix. And if you want to keep up to date with what I am doing, as I will also be doing a couple of Junior Eurovision videos this week, you can check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Milo. It's full of vlogs, music, and other sorts of entertainment, so check that out too if you want. But that's all I have today. Have a great JESC week, and may the best song win. See you next week.